Finding, applying and saving transitions with Boris Continuum Complete is really straightforward. If we come into our effects and take a look at the BCC Transitions here, you'll see all the different transitions we have to work with. And for this example, I'm just going to take a swish pan. And we can apply this in a number of different ways. We can either drag and drop over a cut point or have a cut point selected and then just double click, and that will apply our swish pan there. And of course, we can manipulate the duration of the transition in the normal sorts of ways. So say we want this only to last 16 frames instead, we'll just do that there, or use the transition manipulation tool. Now, if I come into the effects editor, you can see all the different controls that we can use here. And we have the animation set to auto, which means it's going to be the length of the transition. And what we can also do, if we have the UI widgets turned on, directly within the viewer, we can manipulate how the transition progresses. So here we have an ease in. So it starts off with a simple ease in. We can adjust this there. So now the main focus of the transition starts at the front. Let's come back in here and we can change the ease out as well there. So let's take that there. So we can more heavily weight the speed of the animation to the back end. Whoosh. Maybe a little bit too whooshy there. There we go. And we don't want the UI widgets on at any point, we can just turn them off there. With the swish pan, I can also change up things like the direction and add in any sort of blur extras here as well. And that includes, changing the apply mode of the blurs. And you can experiment with that yourself and get some interesting little looks going on there. And if we're happy with that and we want to use it again and again, we can recycle this in a couple of different ways. We can save it as a preset directly within the effects itself. So we go out to our preset, drop down, hit save, and I'll just save this one as pan up, screen blend. Then if we have a look, even in the effects browser here, I now have my new pan up, screen blend available to me right there. Let's cancel that one out. Another thing we can do is we can add this directly to the quick transitions here. So if I come up to bins and create a new bin, and I will call this one quick transitions. Let's open up my bin here. And if I just drag my swish pan into my quick transitions bin now, so if I come over and now go to my quick transition, you can see that that swish pan has been added to the bottom of my little list there. And I'll hit add, and that's now remembered that transition with all of the customization that I added to it. Pretty cool. And those are the basics of transitions with Boris Continuum Complete.